Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be speaking about how to make your foundation details a bit more precise, and if you'd like to create different kinds of custom details, how do you go about it? So we're going to use the same file that we used the following day. So if we go to our section now, if you want to have the same detail on your wall foundation footing going around each and every walls, but without having to do the more tedious process of drawing the sweep all over each and every wall, how do you do it? So we're going to go to our level 0, and we're just going to click on this wall and click create similar, and I'm just going to draw this walls like that. Now if you go to 3D, you will realize that there isn't any walls, only foundation walls going through that. So what we want to do is to have the same foundation going through all the walls, but without having to use the option of the sweep as we did on our first tutorial. So the first thing that we want to do is to create a sweep for the wall. To create the sweep, you go to File, New, Family, and we are looking for a metric profile, which is this one. And we're going to open, and here you will notice that you only have one view, which is on the floor plan. Whatever profile that you draw on the floor plan, it will appear on the walls through the section or the elevation and the 3D. It will make it a 3D component. So what we want to do is to create our foundation like that. Remember, in your project you can use the dimensions that you'll be working with. In this tutorial I just want to show you an example of how to do that. Remember, in the first tutorial I showed you that the first thing you want to do is to draw a mirror line like that, so that you can be able to mirror it on the other side. So with this one we can do the same. We mirror to the other side, remove the first line, trim that. If this is the dimension that you are looking for your project, 576 for example, you use that, or you can narrow it down to whatever dimension you would like it to be. If I hit tab and select all the lines and move, I'm looking for the center line so that I can center the profile like that. So in this instance we can't go to 3D because it's a 2D element, but when you take it to the project it will appear as a 3D profile. What we want to do is to save it. I'm going to save it as a new concrete 40. Saved. Load into family. When you load into family you won't see anything. Remember, we want that to go on all of these walls. So what you can do, if you don't like this option, this tedious option, you can either delete or keep it just to match. So we are going to let's first of all remove this one. Delete, remove, delete. We're going to select the wall and we're going to go to edit type, And if you can't see the wall like that in section, if you see it like that, you can always change it here to see it in section. We want to go to edit, and then here we want to put a sweep. Once you click on sweep, you're going to see this. So now we want to load. If you haven't loaded the family that we just made, you can select load, and then you select you click it from wherever you saved it. Or in this instance, I'm going to say add because I've already loaded it. You'll realize that there are a few inbuilt profiles that come with Revit in your project. The one that you just created is this one, new concrete footing. You can apply material on your footing. For example, you can put concrete. Choose whichever concrete material you want to use. You can just say OK. You can put distances to move it either to the left or the right, or up and down. You can say from base or from the top of the wall. So the base will be there. If I click apply, you will see it coming there, right? If I say top, it will switch positions and go to the top of the wall. We want it to be at the base of the wall, perpendicular to face. If you want to change all of the settings, you can go and play with them as that. If you want to offset, let's say 100, and you say apply, it will move to the left. If you put a negative number, it will move to the right, and so on and so forth. If you click OK, when you click OK, it's going to apply that foundation to all of the walls. So there are two ways here. If you are happy with the thickness of your wall, here you can go to the profile, can go back to your profile and increase the size of your footing. Tab, select, move to the center, load again, override the existing in its parameters and values. If you go to section, 3D, you will realize that it has changed. So this is a much more quicker way of putting foundation footings in your project. You'll notice that it has also applied the footing on this wall where we had done the sweep option of creating the foundation footing. That is because we are still using the same family of the wall. But if you change the wall and you put a different wall, for example, it will take a different shape as well. Some of these walls do not come with that because, for example, if you go to edit type, you'll realize that there isn't any sweep added to that. So if you want to edit, you can do the same again. Add sweep, choose whichever sweep you want, say OK, 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 and it appears on your project. If you're not happy with the alignment of the foundation on the wall, you go to the same process again and you play with the offset tool. You can say -100, apply, or you can say, let's say -60, apply, 60, sorry, -60, and you can see it's going to the center of the wall. If you say OK, OK, it moves like that. There are different variations that you can do with the sweep option, and actually the sweep option is one of the best tool to use when creating foundation footings for your walls. So if we go to the floor plan and we add, let's say, a different type of a wall that doesn't have the footing. It doesn't have a footing. Like that. Which you see on the plan. You have another option to go to structure and select a wall, but here you only have one wall type, which is this one, a strip foundation. This is a bit more complicated to edit. So if you want a simpler way of editing foundation footings, this is the best option for you to do. I hope this will help you in your project, and I will see you on our next tutorial. Cheers.